This video will take you through all known locations for gene seeds to spawn in all of the operations in Space Marine 2. The first operation is Inferno. The first gene seed is near the beginning of the mission. As you are moving through the first part of the swamp, you will pass under an elevated pipe. On the left-hand side, just past the pipe, there is a fire burning. Move around the fire to the right, and sitting on a crate is the first gene seed location. The second gene seed location is in the Prometheum field. As you first enter the area after the camp, move to the left, following the wall around. You will go under another elevated pipe, and directly in front of you is a dead tree. Move around to the far side of the tree for the second seed location. The third seed location is in the room where you must defend generators. Head to the back left corner of the room, just past the number 2 generator. Between some boxes on the wall next to the generator is the location of the third seed. The fourth seed location is in the abandoned base section just past the generators. As you come into this area, drop to the ground level, and directly in front of you is a gap with a path on the left-hand side. Move around to the far side of the gap using the path, and in a corner, next to the gap, the seed will be located. The final location for gene seeds in this mission is a short distance away from the previous location. As you move into the room that has the elevator on the far side which takes you up onto the roof, follow the left-hand wall as you come into the room. In the corner between the wall and the railing is the final seed location. That is all known locations for the gene seed in the Inferno mission. The second operation is Decapitation. The first gene seed is just after the first building you walk through. Continue up and along the stairs until you hit the large open platform. Drop down on the left to the lower level. Turn around and there is a small hole in the wall. In the hole is the first possible location for the gene seed. The second location is just after going up the elevator after planting the bombs. When the elevator stops, turn around so you face the back wall and head to the left. Just behind a few wood objects in a corner, the second possible gene seed is located. The third location is in the next area. Walk out of the elevator room, go all the way to the wall at the back of the area and follow it along. As the wall turns to the left, continue to follow it, and behind some crates, in the corner, you will find the next gene seed location. The fourth location is at the bottom of the next elevator. The seed is in the back left corner of the elevator room. As it comes to a stop, head to the left wall and follow it to the back of the room. You will see the seed in the corner. The final location is when you are following the boss in the large ventilation rooms. Follow the path until you get to the large room before the elevator. On the right-hand side of the room there is an alcove. Behind the spools of metal wire on the ground will be the last location of the gene seeds for this mission. That is all the known gene seed locations for the Decapitation mission. The third operation is Vox Liberatis. The first location is in the first large open area you come to. As you come out of the doors, head across to the far right side of the platform, past the crates. Move around to the right of the crates, and behind them is the first spawn location for gene seeds. The second location is just past the door that takes you into the cathedral. As you get to the door that leads into the cathedral, do not enter and continue along the pathway. In the final alcove on the left will be the location for the gene seed. The third location is after you take down the shield and go on the elevator. Move towards the elevator from the objective. However, go just past the elevator and follow the railing behind the elevator to the left. In the corner, you will see the next possible spawn location for the gene seed. The fourth location is after the large open area with the water in the middle of the area. As you are heading to the door that takes you back into the buildings, continue past it and follow the wall. You will see several crates. There is a small gap next to the furthest crate. The gene seed can spawn in that gap. The last known location is in the room with the large elevator that you have an encounter on. As you come into the room, move to the right and follow the room around until you see a grate with boxes in front of it. Next to the boxes in the middle is the last location for the gene seed. That is the known spawn locations for the gene seeds in the Vox Liberatis Operation. The fourth operation is Reliquary. The first possible location is right at the start of the mission. As you spawn in, head towards the left wall where you see an opening. Go through the opening, and as you turn the corner, the first possible location is on the ground next to the corner. The second location is in the tomb area of the mission. When you jump down off the ledge next to the console in the center of the room, turn to the left and head up the stairs. When you reach the top, go to the far end of the balcony, and in the alcove the seed is located. The third location is just as you exit the tomb. As you come out of the doors, there is a tree to the left-hand side. Head over to the tree, and on the far side, on the ground next to the tree, is another location for the seeds. The fourth location is on the bridge you need to cross with the dragon. When you get to the last building that covers the whole bridge, drop down on the far side and turn around. There will be some rubble and a barricade. Go through the gap and turn to the right. Next to the mounted gun is the next location of the seeds. The final location is at the end of the bridge. Move towards the doors at the end of the bridge, but do not go through them. When you reach the end of the bridge, head to the left. About halfway along there is a shrub. Next to the shrub is the last possible location for the gene seeds. That is all the known locations for the gene seeds in the Reliquary mission. The fifth operation is the Fall of Atreus. The first location is near the beginning of the mission. After you cross a bridge for the first time and continue along the path, you will come to a ramp that takes you down to the next level below. Before going down that ramp, turn to the right. There is a room here, go in and head to the back right corner of the room. In this corner is the first location for gene seeds. The second location is in the same area. After you go down the ramp of rubble, you come to another bridge. Instead of crossing the bridge, continue along the path until you find a room on the right. Go into the room, and halfway along the left wall, the gene seed can spawn on the ground. The third location is in the large open area when you fight with the dreadnought. About halfway through this area before you get to the stairs that lead up, there will be a large statue on the left. Go past the statue through the graves until you get to a path. Turn left and follow the path to the gravestone at the end of it. Just in front of this gravestone is a box. The gene seed will spawn in the box. The final known location for gene seeds in this mission is just after you use the crane to move the obstruction from the hole you jump down. Jump down, and as soon as you get to ground level, turn to the left and go up the small flight of stairs and continue to the left. In the small alcove, next to where you jump down, will be the location of the gene seed. That is all the known locations for gene seeds in the Fall of Atreus Operation. The final operation is Ballistic Engine. The first location is near the start of the mission. As you come to the first open area with enemies, hug the left wall as you move through the area. About halfway through the area, there will be a room on the left-hand side. Go into the room, and just inside the door in the left corner will be the first gene seed. The second location is in the room where you start lifting the missile. Drop into the room and head straight to the far side. On the wall, you will see a red light with a C painted on the wall. Go all the way to that wall, and just to the left is a small alcove. The gene seed can spawn in this alcove. The third location is after you take the first elevator. As you move through the corridors, stay to the left. You will get to a small room that also has the chance to spawn armory data. In the left-hand side of this small room next to the railing, the gene seed can spawn. The final location is in the next dust storm area. As you get to the controls to extend the bridge, turn to the right. Along that wall is 2 sets of candles. Next to those candles, the gene seed can spawn. That is all known locations for the gene seeds in the ballistic engine operation. That completes all the operations. Enjoy.